Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give my review of Thor: The Dark World. And first, to start off with, this was way better than what I expected. What I went into, I went in with my expectations not set too high, and it blew me away. They did a great job with the story and even the arc up and the action. And as far as the character development, they did a really, really good job. It started off as most sequels would, giving you the little groundwork for what happened in the previous installment. But what made this one so good was the way they built it up and then took it at a different angle than you get out of most sequels. Most sequels try to do it, but the way they executed it, they did a very good job with this one. I'm just gonna really give a quick overview of the movie, and I'm not going to go into any spoilers in the film, so I won't ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Just my thoughts on the movie and most of the characters that were in it. Now, as far as we know, if you've watched a previous Thor movie, you know that his relationship with Jane, played by Natalie Portman, progresses more in this one, being that she's one of the main catalysts for the plot, being what actually happens to her, which actually involves her more into the story and brings her character out more. So you get to see her do her thing, as they say in this movie. And she did a pretty good job, in my opinion. And besides that, the dark elves that were actually the enemies in this film, they were a good nemesis to have in the film, because compared to like most enemies that Asgard has gone against, the dark elves actually have like I wouldn't say like exactly the same. They don't fight the same way as most opponents that the Asgardians go against, who would usually just use like swords and like maybe arrows and shields and like magic. They also, the Dark Elves, use technology to fight, which I thought was a good angle to have like a race of people, Asgardians, fighting against the Dark Elves, who were supposedly wiped out. And I think that made them a good enemy and a good protagonist in this film. And of course, in this film, we get to see Loki after his extent of action that he had in the Avengers, and he was pretty good in this. Loki was one of the characters in the movie that actually stood out a lot. And hate him or love him, you gotta love Loki in this film. He did a great job. Even the relationship, you see the bonds between him and Thor built up because of something that happens in the film that actually brings them kind of closer together to go after a common enemy. Overall, the movie started off kind of slow, like as most movies do, to explain and catch you up with it. But as far as the progression of the movie, as it build up and you get to see characters who were in the original film more in this one, more in that more expanded roles, made it a very good movie. And the last battle scene, the last action scenes of the fight were good. It was great to see them use the way they used the special effects in the film, and you really get to see the extent of Thor's powers when he fights in this one, and how closely connected he is to his hammer while fighting. Well, overall, I give this movie, if I don't really do like a ratings thing, but if I had to say like maybe 1 to 5, I give this probably 4.5, because this was really enjoyable and it actually surprised me a lot. And I suggest you go see it and go check it out for yourself. Good movie. They did a good job. Can't wait for the next Marvel movie. That's it. Until next time.